Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here and going through the news with me. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers. We have a fantastic community because you are so kind. You are so kind to each other, and you're so kind to me. Thank you. But it makes it a joy to you read your comments, read the chat, and just be here with you every day. So thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You go down the description box. All the questions are listed out there. I timestamp them as I go. And I think that's about it. Missing anything? It's Wednesday, so I do have a hard cutoff time, but we're usually done before. We're usually done before I need to go. So anyway, alrighty. Oh, thank you, everybody. And thank you, Jennifer. That was very sweet, what you wrote. Where was it? Oh, I can't remember. But you said something very sweet, and I appreciate it. Ricky says, and the star of the show, soon to play Carnegie Hall at his piano recital. I'm so nervous. Bubu Sankiri. He is absolutely adorable today. I mean, it's not like either of them were ever not adorable, but just the particular snoozing is just adorable. Anyway, okay. All right. So, thank you. Oh, I'm going to use Old Faithful today. That doesn't belong there. It's from a different deck. I have one card from a different deck. You're not going to believe what we're starting with today. I can't make this stuff up. I'm serious. 2 minutes, 30 seconds in. I can't with these people. 2 minutes, 30 seconds in. Hucka Sanders. Sarah Sanders. Okay. Make sure it's somewhere, but I want to make sure I've got it in the right place. Let me show you. So apparently, let me turn this off and share. Apparently, if you would like a job to be, if you are a state board applicant, I'm not kidding. Sarah Sanders asks state board applicants to name what they admire most about her. Hang on, I lost it. There it is. So, Arkansas, oh, come on, don't be like that. Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders is asking applicants to serve on state boards and commissions. Looking to serve your state in some official capacity? First kiss the ring, says Austin Bailey. The application form you must fill out to be considered for a post on state boards and commissions include the question, what is an accomplishment of the governors that you admire the most? Okay, I don't know what's going on with this page. I'm going to refresh. This is weird. Okay. All right, are you gonna load properly? You're going to be weird. Oh, you're going to be weird. Okay. Wow, you really are going to be weird. All right. So this portion of the questionnaire allows a full 500 words, which is twice the length for the question, what book have you read that would best define your life and why? So a question of what book would best define your life and why, which is not as important as What's an accomplishment of the governor's that you admire the most? So whenever I read on this woman and her time as governor, the incompetency and failure, it's a stench that rolls off her governorship. It is bad. Incompetent. She will be known as one of the worst governors. And oh, it's bad. She has no business being in that job. And it has nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman. Trust me. I'm not exactly sexist, people. You know me by now. No. She herself. She is incompetent. She is not up to this job. She's getting by. She's a Nepo baby, and she's getting by on what her father did. And she's focused on the wrong thing. She's focused on the people who can feather her own nest somehow and make things good for her. And that's it. That's true. Mel Broussard says, I admire her fashion recycling sensibility. Every horrible upholstery fabric has entered her wardrobe. I just saw it in the window and I couldn't resist. All right. Hucka Sanders. Really? What accomplishment of the governor's do you admire the most? I insult to injury. Yeah, she's terrible. Terrible. 4 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. 3 of Swords. She's trying to be this, she gave the Republican rebuttal to the State of the Union, and it was terrible. And a lie from beginning to end. So she's trying to push this. Oh, jeez. Incompetent. She's trying to be this far right fighter. 3 swords through the heart. And then more and more extremism. And this is people turning to Democrats to try to lessen her power in any way, shape, or form. Incompetent. I cannot. I know I've said it 87 times, but it's just the word. Valerie Sargent says her use of the smoky eye. Yeah. See, yes, the birds are chirping outside. Let me know if anything's bothering you sound wise. I also have a little fan going back here because it's warm in here. 77 degrees Fahrenheit in Chicago. Yeah, the original joke wasn't funny, but it's kind of stuck. So she needs it's just appalling. She's appalling, and there's going to be a push to elect Democrats. She's helping with that. She's out of her depth. Okay. Actually, I thought it was interesting, the question about what book, what book have you read that would best define your life and why? And I thought about it. Michelle, is your right sleeve adorned with poo-poos and kitty fuzz? How did that happen? Yes, it is. I'll be right back. Dog. But I won't do a Hal Sparks. He'll actually, after holding his cat, he'll actually do the foal. And it'll be like, hey, baby, joking around. I won't do that. But anyway, give me a second. Not perfect, but definitely better. Okay. There, better. That was funny. Okay. Anyway. She's incompetent. Okay. Yes, no outfit is complete without cat hair, Darren. I agree. Ricky says, Sir Sanders, I've got 2 words for you. Sit down. So, all right. So we've done that, and all right. So Melissa had a question, and 11:20. Okay. Melissa was asking, and I won't be going into great depths on this, but there's something I did want to tell you guys, though. Melissa was asking if, said, an astrologer who I follow on Twitter looked at Trump's chart for Election Day 2024 and said he will win. Will you be willing to take a look? Calm, breathe. So I want to show you something because I want to explain something to you. All right. Where? Share. Kevin Brazil says, nope. Yes. Lois McDonald, Evil Eye Sanders. Yes. Share screen. Sheila Stewart says, no way. All right, I want to show you guys something. All right. I pulled the chart. I haven't, none of this is accurate. And my friend, I'm just going to move this over. There's stuff behind here, but I'm not even looking at that. Okay. The thing you have to understand. All right, and this is key. Actually, that's kind of useful. All right. Position. Back. Okay. All right, and you guys can see this? Okay, good. So ungroup, and I don't need both of those. I just need this. Okie dokie. This is Donald's transits on November 5th, 2024, which is Election Day. My birthday is the following day. I would very much for my birthday would like a Democratic president. Thank you very much. Not that I'm the center of the universe, but that would be awesome. Now, the reason that whoever it was may have been saying that Donald Trump is going to win is because of this. In his chart, he naturally has his sun and his moon on his nodes, the north and south node, which is kind of what you're supposed to be doing in this life. So it's very important. And he has certainly had an impact on the world, unfortunately. And what is happening on that day is you've got Jupiter and Venus are setting off this natural, and they are traditionally benevolent. Jupiter is the greater beneficent, Venus is the lesser beneficent. And so someone is looking at this and saying, oh, well, he's got good stuff here, he's got good stuff there. And then you've got Uranus over here, which is in a positive aspect to this Venus-Saturn thing he's got going here. So this person looked at this chart and said, oh, he's going to win the presidency. Text. text. Okay, put this here. Let's make this as big as possible. And okay, I just want to make sure that's nice and clear. Okay, and what this is how I'm going to explain this to you. One way to put this is if you combine, where's the right one? There. If you look at two charts overlaid with each other, it's called a synastry chart. You don't need to know that, but basically it's will two people get along or not? All right, and you could have, there are people I know in the chat who they looked at their chart and on the surface it said that they would get along really well with Donald Trump, and they're horrified by that. I've looked at charts and I've seen charts where, because I've actually gone to like Astro Theme if I was looking for new music or new books or new whatever, and I would actually look for people in their huge database who would have a compatible chart to mine. So I'd be more likely to enjoy their work. And I've seen people who chart their chart, my chart, on and on, and looked on the paper, absolutely gorgeous. And then it's like, okay, well, who is this person? And I go and look. They're an escaped murderer. They were convicted of a murder. They were in prison and they escaped. And there's a manhunt going on. It's like, no, I don't think we'd get along. No. Mm-mm. What astrology tells you is the energy that is around. If Trump is in prison on November 5th, 2024, what that in his chart means is that week they may get fruit cups. It is what you choose to do with the energy and what the overall situation you're in is. That would be a good day for him. That's good energy for him. But he would have to be in a position to actually win. And he's not going to be. He's not. Jeffrey Thompson says, as an astrologer for 25 years, classically trained in New York City, Trump won't win. I've studied his transits in his 12th house. There is also that. Ricky says, Donald Trump will never be president again. Alexander Bellino says, and this is from someone, Autumn, who always errs on the cautious or objective view. I try to. Krista March says he has a good day in the prison yard. Oh, yeah, the whole week. Those are, you know, I mean, Venus moves along, but you know, they're slow moving. He might have a great week. Fruit cups all around. So, but he would have to get there. Thank you, Sheila Stewart. Thank you. So he's not going to win. And so if you're seeing astrologers who are looking at his chart and they're looking on it for this day, no, just no. He's got some other stuff coming up in his chart for different days when he, like this is October 2nd. This is when the Letitia James trial is supposed to begin. You know, and he's got some blue stuff, but he's got some red stuff. And you've got to look at what house it's in and whatnot. But becoming president is really difficult. And I guess that's the key part of what I wanted to say. A lot of things have to align just so. he can't get there from here. So just so you know, so next time you've got some reader somewhere who's like, oh yeah, and DeSantis is gonna win. I haven't looked at DeSantis, but DeSantis is gonna. It's gonna be DeSantis or Trump, and look at this, and they're gonna have the best ever. No, who are they actually going up against? What position are they in? Did they make it through the primaries? You can't just look at that one chart for something as big as the United States presidency. So keep that in mind. All right. Okay. I just wanted you to know that. All right. So speaking of that giant, pathetic loser, oh my gosh, he's had some like retired heavy duty prosecutors try on the news the past couple of days, trying so hard not to laugh. I don't know how many high powered lawyers and former high powered prosecutors I have seen on the news recently, waiting their turn to talk the whole time, sitting there like, because the Orange Menace himself, he claims that the same police officers, the ones who let the door smack him in they didn't even hold the door open for him after he was booked. He says that they cried and cried for having to arrest him. Cried and cried that they were having to arrest him. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, put your finger right there, please. I'm so sorry, sir. All right, we're gonna go out here, sir. We love you. We love you, sir. Wait, let me go first. And don't even hold the door open for him. Please. Oh yeah, they were too busy crying. No, the guys who actually walked out in front of him and just walked out and just let the door go. Yes, they were being stoic. Nobody's believing this. Nobody knows the stupid we've seen. Projection. He was near tears. He was emotional. But the man projects like it's Technicolor. Queen of Wands. Generally, he's the King of Wands. So the Queen would either be a group of people who support him or around him, or it could be him getting more into his feelings, which is not allowed in narcissism land. Jam Dave says the tears in their eyes are from laughing. Ricky has a whole bunch of little itty bitty tiny violins. Holly in France says, I'll take things that never happened for 500, Alex. Who said, this man said that the officers arresting him cried and cried as they booked him. What? And everybody would be looking around like, is anybody really that stupid? Who would do that? Two of Pentacles, four of Swords, Five of Wands, Three of Swords, Emperor. The Emperor is falling. It's the worst ever. Trying to stir people up. He doesn't have a leg to stand on. He hit the head. This is the end of the road legally, so he had to go and be arrested. So he's trying to stir things up, but he's projecting. Right. Krista March, officers cried. Core Smith, in New York City? No way. Mimi Eichholtz said, tears of joy. Yeah, so did Velda Ray. Tears of joy at booking. Mm-hmm. But this is, you know how little kids can be like over dramatic. I was definitely, I have my over dramatic things. Plus the fact that my sisters were so much older than I was. So I was the only one at that age. And my sisters were already, they're like 7 and 8.5 years older than I am. So, my earliest memories is everybody was so tall. But anyway, when I'd have my dramatic moments, my mother and my father, they started calling me Greta, as in Greta Garbo, when I would just, yeah, Greta. That's what that feels like. Trump. The Emperor has fallen. It is the end of the universe. It is World War III. We're all going to perish. Really? Which parish? I am not part of a church. I don't know. What is he talking about? I don't know. Cardi Arbuckle says, wait, didn't we say he was going to say the cops were crying? He's getting too predictable now. B. Smith. Oh, I was Sarah Bernhardt. Oh, you got the Sarah Bernhardt? Yeah. Okay. That was... Nobody's buying it. No. Okay. So Thread of Hope had a question. So yes, we got a new Lindsey O Graham. 2730. We got a Lindsey O Graham from Saudi Arabia. Yes, in the past, Lindsey Graham has said that MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, is persona non grata. He is just the worst of the worst. We must cut off all ties. And then the guy was like, well, actually, we're gonna buy something big in your state, like manufacturing and some great big plant or whatever it is, and you're going to create a lot of jobs in your state. And suddenly he's like, I'm in Saudi Arabia. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, Mel Broussard. MBS cut Lindsey a check. Yeah. Yikes. So we got a Lindsey O Graham from a meeting with the Saudi prince yesterday. Did he ask for money or aid for Trump's legal trouble? Or perhaps even asylum if things get too dire? Or was he just there to prove that once again his moral core is a deep hole, empty? Okay, let's see. Lindsey. Lindsey. What was that? Oh, Sheila the Quilter asked, how does Trump keep up with all the lies? Does he keep a journal? Who's in charge of lumping around the gigantic tome if he does? Oh no, he messes up. He messes it up quite a bit. Contradicts himself. Oh yeah. Classic con man. 3 of Wands. Oh, waiting for his ship to come in. Oh, Lindsey's all excited. Lots of jobs, something he can run on so he can stay in office. Two of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. And the Sun. Well, he was definitely looking for a handout. His state is struggling. there's a whole lot of evidence that says you shouldn't trust this guy, you shouldn't be around him, but moral core, like someone cored an apple. You just look at Lindsey and it's just there's just all the way through. On the defensive, it's not going to help him much. I don't see Trump here. It's actually possible maybe MBS said something to Lindsey, like maybe take a message back, something like that. But I'm not seeing Lindsey advocating for Trump. But let me see. You would think so, considering he's ride or die for Trump right now. Marie Sutton says, why aren't them screaming this from the rooftops on every channel about MBS money and Lindsey? Come on, Dems. Oh, this will not work out well for him. 3 cards for, did he ask for money for Trump? 3 cards for, will this be good for Lindsey in the end? All right, I'm getting weirdness for the card for the reading. Maybe they're okay. I'll do 2 different cards for the reading. That's fine. 1 for you, 1 for you. Huzzah! And the sword of truth in the middle. Okay. Did Lindsey ask for Trump? Well, like I said, he is ride or die for Trump. All emotional. King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Magician. It's like he wanted to show MBS that who he was. I'm the stand-up guy for Trump, and I'm all in. And isn't Trump great? He was like, it feels more like name dropping. Okay, so how is this going to go for Lindsey in the end? Well, first of all, Democrats are going to do better and better as Republicans have lost their mind and keep taking basic rights away. Doesn't go down well with voters. Just doesn't. Hello? The Emperor. 5 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles. Okay, there could be some jobs, and him saying, I alone did this, but things not going as well for the other Republicans. They're on the defensive overall. Lindsey has survived and survived. He's a cockroach. Oh boy. Lindsey, what are you doing? Come on. Get the brain cells actually working. Get out of your rut. 6 of Swords, 8 of Wands, Ace of Wands. I don't think this is him. Although he's definitely running into some problems. Funny Willis is very likely to charge Lindsey Graham with something. It won't be as much as she charges Trump with, but he's got problems in his future. Carroll Langstaff says Lindsey Graham is like a chameleon. He changes his appearance to match the love of his life. Like Brad Pitt. All right. Oh, Kelly B, thank you. Thank you. I actually have a stupid question. No. Why does Trump call people rhinos? Oh, I know there are donkeys in pubs, elephant, but what does rhino mean? Republican in name only. Like what they would consider Liz Cheney or anybody who was on the January 6th committee, any Republicans, Kinzinger, that sort of thing. So it's Republican in name only. So they say they are Republican, but they don't act the way Republicans are supposed to act. You also, on the other side, you can get people who are called dinos, Democrats in name only. So, okay. All right. Happy to help you. It's not a stupid question. There's so much to know. There's so much to keep all the different plates spinning and try to remember and this and that and 83,000 scandals ago and who's insulting who, and there's a lot. There's a lot. All right, so Stefan Passantino. Anybody just, again, this is one of those things. Do you think most people, if you just like went out and asked them and said, who is Stefan Passantino? And they'd be like, I have no clue. Okay. He somebody in Trump's orbit. Stefan Passantino. Not a clue. Okay, something to do with the January 6th committee. Not a clue. Stefan Passantino was Cassidy Hutchinson's ex-lawyer. He was the he said the committee said that he told Cassidy Hutchinson to lie. Well, she said that, I think. She said that, the committee repeated it, whatever it was. And he was being paid for by Trump. And so toward the end, she finally said, no, go away. I don't want you as my lawyer. And she went and got her own lawyer. And then she started telling the truth. And that's why she's an American hero. She's not perfect. She's still very Republican. But she's a hero because she told the truth. That's what you're supposed to do. And may the chips fall where they may. So Cassidy Hutchinson's ex-lawyer, Trump-funded lawyer, is suing the January 6th committee. There isn't one. Suing the January 6th committee, ignoring that it no longer exists, Stefan Passantino claims that the committee painted him in a bad light, and he wants compensation. Will it happen? And thank you, Kevin Purcell. Thank you. You said that I'm good at spinning plates. Oh, there are many shards on the ground. But I'm getting better, I think. B. Smith, but it no longer exists? Yeah. So he's asking the government for money, I suppose. The House? I don't how do you get there from here? And they painted him in a bad light. So you want to open yourself up to discovery for all your communications with Cassidy Hutchinson when Trump was paying your bills and what Trump was saying. I'm thinking 5 will get you 10 that there are people in Trump's orbit right now who are like, shh. Ixnay on the Utse. He's looking for money. It hasn't been good for his reputation. The Emperor. King of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. I was lawyer. I was being paid by the great and awesome bigly. I'm the great and bigly Trump. Queen of Swords. 3 of Wands. Looking for a payday. This would be what the committee was doing. The committee no longer exists. This feels really petty. Betty Cantrell said 45 never paid him. Oh, I don't know if he was paid, but he's having trouble getting. It's damaged his reputation to work for Trump. I don't know if he did. Did he not get paid at all? That would seem like not a stretch. This petty. I don't understand. He's, why can't America understand the bigly Trump, the emperor? Why don't they love him like we do? Because we're using our senses, and you have gone head first into an empty swimming pool cult. Chicky says Trump probably didn't pay him. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Krista March, exactly. Trump has single-handedly ruined a whole fleet of lawyers. Yes. Okay, so next. Oma Sheila the Quilter. Oh, I love this. 42 minutes in. 42 minutes in. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's so much fun to go through the news with you here. All right. Oma Sheila the Quilter said Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg is firing back at Jim Jordan, Jim Jordan, with a lawsuit accusing him of improper interference in the prosecution of Donald Trump. This lawsuit would have a federal judge declare any subpoenas Jordan has issued in this matter declared invalid, as well as prevent any further subpoenas from being made. Will this force Jordan to stay in his lane? There's also, there was a second question, but I don't think I'm going to cover that today because I've been reading on that sort of thing. So, but let's definitely look at Bragg is going to court so that Jim Jordan gets told, sit down. It's like Jim Jordan keeps getting his lunch money stolen because he's not taking care of it. And it's like he's too dumb to notice. What is the... Valerie Sargent says, I think we can officially ask for forgiveness in our doubts in Bragg. Probably. I think you're probably right. I want to see some rubber hit the road. Actual, which will take months, but definitely much higher in my estimation than he was. But it just saying. Yes, Alexandra Bellino. Bragg asked the judge to block Jordan's subpoena. Yes, insult to injury, which is what Jim Jordan's been doing. Six of Cups. Two of Cups. Star. World. 10 of Cups. He's going to win. Bragg is this feels like the judge is going to be, or one way or the other, this is happy Democrats working together. Jordan's just trying to make a name for himself or cause uproar, and this is an end to it. And then we're happy. That's what I'm getting. So I'm getting good cards for that. Sandy Miller says, nice cards. Yes. The Human Air Horn, Jimmy Jim Jordan. Pretty in Blue says, hi, Sebastian and everybody. What did I miss? Jordan's an idiot. All right. You've got me curious. Before we jump into the next question, let's at 46. Will Bragg how do I put this? Will Bragg or Bragg's office convict Trump? Go through with convictions of Trump. No one who does this is 100% right, and I will be, you know me, if I'm wrong, I say thank you, and I say I was wrong. Just be successful in their case, something like that. Thank you. I just... Kelly B says, did you guys know that they claim Trump is the direct descendant of King David? Oh yeah. And George Washington, and I'm trying to remember who else. There was a whole thing. Yeah. Prevail. There's a great word, Marge Harrison. Thank you. Kathy Ritchie says, poor King David. Four of Wands. Okay, I hope I didn't just get the energy mixed up with Trump is King David's descendant. Oh, all right, Bragg, will you prevail? Page of Swords. 10 of Swords. Hello, sweetheart. 9 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. All right, this is Trump the bully facing all 10 legal swords in his metaphorical back. We have sitting pretty, the King of Pentacles, the money. All right, cautiously optimistic. As a matter of fact, this feels more like they're trying to get Weisselberg to flip. This is actually what this feels like. Plus, yes, the moving the money, but there's more. But wait, there's more. I'm cautiously optimistic. Okay. Sure, Ricky, King David didn't pay hush money payments to a porn star. That is true. At least as far as I remember in the Bible. How are you doing, Boo-Boo? You doing okay, sweetheart? It's like the window's open. There's an open window. What's going on? Okay. So at 49:30, I'm surprised, shocked, just shocked. Trump says the E. Jean Carroll trial should be delayed due to prejudicial media coverage. His lawyers are trying to make this happen. Will it be successful? It feels like nil point, but Eugene Carroll trial, the poor woman. There is evidence. Yeah, Lisa, gasp. 8 of, they're trying everything they can. Obfuscate, delay, High Priestess, 2 of Cups, Justice. Oh, no, I think it's going forward. Oh, yeah, they're trying all kind of stuff, but no, it's partnership, Justice, with the High Priestess in the middle, which is the higher wisdom, the secrets that Eugene Carroll kept, but partnership that leads to justice. See you there, Trump. Corsmith says the judge ruled that other victims can testify. Oh, okay. Marie Zamora says, Autumn, your French is cute. Why, thank you. All four words that I know. Yeah, Alexander Bellino, it would be good for us, but I can only think how healing it will be for her. My gosh. That poor woman. Man. Okay. Empty G's mad. I know. You wouldn't have thought it. Just that wasn't on your bingo card for 2023, was it? Empty G gets mad. Well, so anyway, Empty G's all mad that she was shut down during her pro-Trump rally in New York City. And when I was talking to Sarah about this, she read the quote to me, which was, "We don't treat people that way in the South." And I said, my friend, I think you are giving her too much credit. I believe that quote is, "We don't treat people that way in the South." Because that's how she talks. I don't have a manager, so. Ugh. Alexander Bellino says, when Empty is not mad is the real news. Yeah. Ace of Cups. She can't have her tirade in peace. She cannot cow other people and get in their faces and say heinous things. People are bringing whistles and they're forcing her out. She has a right. She has a right to talk to your manager. Yeah, Thread of Hope. She built her career yelling at children who survived a school shooting in the South. Thank you. King of Wands, Devil, Two of Pentacles. The good news, this is Trump the man, by the way. He's just there. This is her wrath. That's really her favorite deadly sin. Not saying any of us is perfect, but her favorite deadly sin, wrath. But it's not going well. And as Trump's power fades, it gets harder for her to. Cheryl Clark says, oh, her voice. Yeah. Yeah. B. Smith says it must be exhausting to live in her head. I agree. So, all right. Thread of Hope had a question, and I'm wondering, I don't know that it's specifically the Heritage Foundation. Is there a reason why you specifically were asking about the Heritage Foundation? Because the question is, will the Heritage Foundation continue to be successful in promoting legislation to overturn or thwart elections? I don't know that they're going to be any more or less successful than all the other people who are trying to do that, but I can at least pull a few cards. Ace of Swords. Take away people's take away it. You're right. Your vote. Take that away. Mine. Oh, that's a big, heavy responsibility. Let me take that away from you. Hierophant, Tower, 6 of, yeah, this is what they want. Heritage Foundation, an institution. They want to destroy the status quo, and so that you only get far right winners. Okay. Now this is an interesting twist. 5630. 5630. Okay, so it's kind of one of those high finance, you little people wouldn't understand stocks and high, all of this kind of stuff, and you little people who want us to change our programming or something. We have investors to take care of. So, well, now you don't say, because Rupert Murdoch, his son Lachlan, and several board members are being sued by a Fox shareholder over the stolen election claims. Yes, you have responsibilities to your shareholders, and you lied through your teeth over and over and over and over and over. So if this guy can prove that he lost money because of the idiots running the company just deciding they were just going to will it be successful? Not forgetting that the Murdoch family, they've got some heavy duty lawyers. They don't have bubblegum machine lawyers like Trump. But being sued by a shareholder, that's a little teeth. Little teeth. Thread of Hope is asking, is the suit a single investor on behalf of a lot of the shareholders? I don't know. I'd heard that I know it's one. I don't remember if they said it was more than one. Son. Oh yes, do bring things to light, because a lot of this stuff, because of Dominion, is already coming to light. Eight of Cups, 4 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 2 of Swords. They're going to have to pay this guy off. Yeah. I think they'll be able to throw enough money at him. He'll go away. But all this evidence that came out from Dominion, it weakens the Murdoch side of the case, hemmed in by Dominion and shareholder priorities and legal decision here, but it's lowercase. So this is like arbitration, or I think they're going to just throw a bunch of money at this guy or whoever sues. So not going to be helping the Murdoch family, but the amount of damage they've done. All right. Now this blows my mind. You know how much I love books. Love, love, love books. 1 hour in. And when I was growing up, I moved all the time. My father was in sales and marketing, and we moved all the time. And everywhere we went, there was a local library. And the one thing I did have is, as long as I didn't go into like the romance section, Catholic family, remember, I had free reign of the library. Basically free reign. And there are some libraries where, I remember this small library in West Virginia where somebody, I don't know how, but somebody had donated the complete written works of Jean Cocteau. And it was amazing. I was 12 when I found it. I brought it home and I read through it, and it was just amazing. Kevin Brazil says, yes, we've suspected you love books. So libraries have always been important to me because they really help me. So recently, the ACLU sued the state of Missouri for banning over 300 books in school libraries that have any mention of racism or LGBTQ plus themes. Missouri House Republicans retaliated by voting to defund all public libraries in the state. Yeah, Jolie, yes, that was pretty much it. Ricky, breaking news, Trump sues Cohen for $500 million? Really? Are you serious? Are you serious? Constance Campbell says, talk about Proust, please. I tried reading some of his stuff. I don't remember. Sorry. I was like 15 before I even found out that Eva Braun existed. I never knew that Hitler got married. But books are amazing. So yeah, as Dee says, I passed my love of books to my teenage daughter. Now I'm paying the price. Oh, yeah. Ricky says it's what Fox News is reporting. Anyway, Missouri, they're defunding all of the libraries. Really? I know that there's apparently, well, from what I hear, like one of the like amazing libraries is near. There's one in town here, but it's a lot of it's paid through property taxes. Insult to injury. No, they're all about that. Suburban housewife. I'm going to agree with that. Hooray for brave Sir Bragg. He has started to fight. I like that. Yes. High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles, Death card, Page of Cups, Knight of Wands. Yes, do hurt the children. Go ahead. The people who can't afford to buy books, the people who need somewhere to go. Yeah. Well, we have the purse strings, and we're not going to put up with this. What is that? Is that a cross-dresser? That's just. We have the money, so we're going to do this. It's vile. Lucky Girl says it is in the Missouri Constitution that they must or shall fund public libraries. So. Starhawk says, like the desegregation of pools. They closed public pools rather than allow people of color. Pretty in Blue. What's your favorite sci-fi show? My buys Star Trek, TNG, and Farscape. Lex is pretty cool too. The Last of the Brunanji. Missouri libraries. Really? Incognito user says, I live in Missouri. It doesn't surprise me in the least. Oh. Fool. Five of Cups. And hello, Lucky Girl. I didn't see you sneak in the back. Five of Cups, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. This is sadness, disappointment, such stupidity. But who's got the money? Working, must give it out. I don't think it's going to stand. It's not going to be great. Constance Campbell says The Expanse was wonderful. I know, right? I think the libraries are going to get funding somehow, but it's going to be rough going. So I think they will continue to exist, but there's going to be rough going. Wow. Lucky Girl says, if interested, here's a link to the video Beau of the Fifth Column did about Let's Talk About Missouri Libraries. Man. You know, right at the talking about what we were talking about earlier with Sarah Sanders asking what you most admire about her. And that's part of your trying to get this job. One of the other things was, one of the other questions was, what book best exemplifies your life? You know, what book is most inspires your life or inspires you, and why? And I thought for a few seconds on that. I was like, how would I answer that? And I realized I read Star Trek novels. I do. I read a lot of them, actually. And that's, yeah, equality, meritocracy, problem solving, tolerance. Yeah, I mean, just, yeah, those are books, and they definitely, you know, embody my, they basically embody my values, you know. So anyway, all right. But Pretty in Blue says, yes, Beau covered that, shall fund libraries. Well, the cards are saying they'll get money, so, but I just feel, it feels like they're going to struggle, like maybe they'll like cut the funding down. Ricky, my perfect date with the missus is a Saturday lunch and a date at the library. You are good people. You are good people. Kevin says mine would be the Dodge Truck Service Manual. Oh, bless. All right, but I've got to look up. I still have a few minutes. I've got to look this up. What is going on? News is, let me try. Start with just raw story since it's here. Fired Fox producer says network has secret tapes of Rudy Giuliani. Missouri Republican defends letting parents marry off 12-year-old kids. All right, let me just do a search then. Trump sues Cohen. $500 million. According to Fox News, yeah. Yeah, 2 minutes ago, Reuters. Okay. It's a filing in Florida court. Oh, I've got to read on this. All right, so Trump sues his former lawyer. Let me put this in here. For more than $500 million. To Florida court. Cohen testified before a Manhattan grand jury that later indicted Trump on 34 felony counts for falsifying business records. I'm guessing we're not getting details yet. Oh, right. Okay, so this is the first and I hope last time I'm ever going to do this, but since it's an exclusive, ew. Well, I don't want to do that, but I might have to. A source familiar says the complaint against Cohen has nothing to do with the Manhattan DA's case. Anybody buying that on sale? All right, pause on the site once. Not that I ever come back here, but I want to be able to read the article. Trump sues former attorney Michael Cohen for $500 million, alleging a breach of his attorney-client relationship, unjust enrichment, and more. It's a more than 30-page federal lawsuit in U.S. District Court. Sorry about that. I thought it was full size. Joyce Matthews is saying, I can't wait for Cohen to go in Midas touch. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lola Bell says, by suing Cohen, Trump is admitting guilt. Really?
Buddy, you need a hug. You also need consumer selling. Get the exact same coverage as the nation's leading carriers.
Oh. Former President Trump is suing his ex-lawyer Michael Cohen for more than $500 million, alleging a breach of his attorney-client relationship, unjust enrichment, and more. Trump's legal team filed the more than 30-page federal lawsuit in U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida on Wednesday. This is an action arising from Cohen's multiple breaches of fiduciary duty, unjust enrichment, conversion, and breaches of contract by virtue of Cohen's past service as Trump's employee and attorney. You little people, how dare you? How dare you try to rise up against... Anyway, the lawsuit alleges Cohen breached his attorney-client relationship by spreading falsehoods about Trump that were likely to be embarrassing or detrimental, and partook in other misconduct. Partook sounds Klingon. While also breaching contractual terms of confidentiality, the confidentiality agreement he signed as a condition of employment with Trump. Really? So Cohen was spreading falsehoods. So prove he was wrong. Oh, please open yourself up to discovery. Yes, yes, Trump. Open yourself up to discovery. 2 books, podcast series. Oh gosh, this is awesome. So yeah, okay. So how's this genius? How is this J for genius move gonna go? Yes, Lisa, discovery. Discover, open yourself up to discovery, Trump. It will be glorious. Glorious, I tell you. $500 million. And how much are you going to bet that that's how much money Trump needs to keep himself solvent? Loans coming due, lawyers' fees that he's forced to actually pay. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, Marie Sutton. Wow. Wait. It jumped. Trump is mad and needs money. Yeah. How's the $500 million suit gonna go, Trumpy? He needs that money so badly. Oh. Even though it's going to take time, he's going to be able. He thinks he's going to be able to put off his creditors long enough. He really needs that money. He's not raising enough from the suckers. Fruits of labor. Cohen, the money Cohen's made. He was my PEON. Yeah. Anyway, he was my peasant. He should, how dare he not be in the cult any longer? We're going to act. Oh, please do. Oh, please. Oh, please. He's so going to lose. He's going to drop the case is what he's going to do. We're going to do this. Really? Evidence. Ring. This feels like he's going to drop the suit. Because you're going to lose. Seek help, Trump. Seek help. All right, that's going to do it for me for today. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, that is so awesome. All right. Thank you so much for being here. It is 1:33 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. I might be half hour late. I'm not sure, but I'll try to be there on time. But Sarah will be there. So we'll be starting on time at 3 Central Time. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow, as I am here every single day of the year, all 365 of them. And so I'll just see you back here tomorrow. Please remember, you are not alone. We're in this just crazy, funny, wild stuff together. And there are good days ahead. There are. All right, so hang in there, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Take care.